Another one of the 45 million meaningless complaints that feminists vomit out every day is that men are weak because we're emotionally unavailable. We're not emotionally unavailable. We have emotions. I can almost guarantee you that 50% of the murders and suicides that happen across America every year wouldn't happen if men were allowed to be emotionally available. But we're not, unless we're recording those emotions on a musical track or writing about them or painting them. Then, for some reason, we're allowed to express our vulnerabilities. But as far as everyday life is concerned and human nature is concerned and that thing leftists hate known as reality is concerned, we have no choice but to suppress those feelings so that we can protect women and children every day, mostly from themselves. Because if you notice, the average woman and child functions almost entirely on emotion, which is why passing the 19th Amendment was the worst thing America ever did politically for our own country. America isn't in the condition it's in because of greedy billionaires and dirty politicians. It's because we gave people who function almost entirely on emotion the right to vote while not having to take any accountability for the voting decisions that they make. Because, this is such an oppressive patriarchy. A lot more women and children would also get killed every day if men were allowed to be emotional, because we wouldn't think properly as far as protecting you is concerned. So you should at least be grateful that we suppress it for that reason on its own. You really think a fireman would run into a house that's on fire with kids in it if he thought he took the emotions of himself into consideration before he ran in there? No. He would think, I'm not going in there, I'm going to die. But because he's capable of suppressing his emotions, he can think logically and say, hey, if I don't at least try to go in there, that family's going to die. So maybe you should be grateful that we don't express our emotions as much as you'd like us to, because if we did, you'd be fucked. The other half of the problem is when we do express our emotions, especially on a romantic level, the vast majority of you women lose all of your respect for us and peace out of our relationship faster than Speedy Gonzalez. That's reason number 2. I'm sure there's more than 3, but I'm only going to do 3 because I don't want to beat a dead horse. Reason number 3 is that if we open up to you, you inevitably, at some point, for some reason, are going to use it against us in some of the slimiest, dirtiest ways imaginable. And all that's going to do is discourage us even further from opening up to you. Why would I tell you something in confidence when I know that you're going to break that confidence the first chance you get? Doesn't make sense. So the overall point is, we suppress our emotions because we have to. You know it. Now please shut the fuck up.